Hello and welcome to your 45-minute full body workout using a pair of weights, a block, and a band. Come to the back of your mat with a little bend in the knees. Let's take an inhale to roll the shoulders up towards the ears and exhale to circle them back and down. We'll go about 5 times in this direction, starting to warm up the shoulders and the upper body. And now just switching directions, loop the shoulders forward, down, back, and up for about 5 rotations. Relax your shoulders as you inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms up to the sky. Pressing up through the heels of the palms, take a little sway side to side to stretch the side body. Watch me lift off the ground. Come back through center on your next inhale. As you exhale, separate your hands, bend your knees, and swan dive all the way down, dropping your head at the bottom. Keep the chin tucked as you inhale to slowly roll back up and sweep the arms overhead. Again, exhale, separate the hands, reach them out to the sides as you dive the chest down over the thighs, and inhale to slowly ripple up to stand, reaching the arms at the top. 2 more. Connect the movement with your breath, exhaling as you come down, tucking the chin, inhaling to roll up and reach the arms 1 more time. This time as you exhale and take it down, we'll stay at the bottom, let the head hang heavy. Grab onto opposite elbows like you're cradling a baby and take a gentle sway side to side. My feet no longer touch the ground. I'm lifting off the ground. Release your grip on the elbows. Place your hands on the mat and look forward, walking out to a high plank where your shoulders line up over your wrists and you feel your core engage. Rock forward onto the toes and then back and walk it all the way to the back of your mat to a standing forward fold. We'll move through this a few more times, walking out to a high plank, core nice and strong, rock forward on your toes, press the heels back, and then lift the hips as you walk your hands to the back of your mat. 3 more, feeling the shoulders start to warm up as you apply downward pressure through the hands on your high plank, rock forward, pull it back, return to your forward fold. On this next one, bringing some awareness to the breath, inhaling to walk out, high plank, exhale to rock forward and back. Inhale as you pull your hips back and up. Exhale, forward fold. This next time we're going to inhale, walk out to your high plank, palms flat, 1 rock forward and back, and now we hold high plank position. Pausing to ensure your form is locked in with your hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Keeping the hips square, let's add some leg lifts. Exhale, right leg up and down, left leg up and down. Right leg up and down, left leg up and down. Keep on moving through, ensuring that your hips are level, you're squeezing the glute as you lift. Your belly button stays facing down towards the floor the whole time, so you're not twisting side to side. Last one on the right and down, on the left and down. Then pike your hips back and up, keeping your hands where they are. Keeping both of your feet on the ground, give your downward dog a pedal, bending 1 knee in towards the chest and then the other. Now as you inhale, extend your right leg up to the sky. Allow your hips to open as you bend your right knee and bring the heel towards your glutes. Circle out your right ankle or point and flex your toes. And now keeping your foot relaxed, draw a couple big circles with your right knee. Press down equally through both hands so your upper body stays stable. You can re-extend your right leg, lower it down, and we'll take it over to the other side. Bringing your left leg up, opening your hips, bend your left knee. Start to circle out your ankle or point and flex your toes. Relax your left foot in the air and take the circles into your knee, working the head of the thigh bone around in the hip joint as we continue to warm up the lower body. Re-extend your left leg, lower your left foot down. Almost done with our warm-up. Let's drop the knees down to the floor, hip width apart. Walk your hands in line underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, lift your tail, arch the back, look forward. And as you exhale, round, tucking the chin to the chest. Again, inhaling to arch, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, round, pointing your tail down, looking towards the navel. 2 more. Big inhale, big arch. Exhale, round through the spine. Last one with your breath. Make your way back to a neutral spine. You can take your knees wider, big toes touch, and send your hips back to your heels for a quick child's pose. Notice how your body is feeling now that we've gotten things moving a little bit before we grab any of our equipment. This is also a wonderful time to bring your awareness back to your breath, remembering how important it is as we go forward in our workout. Now you can come up from your child's pose, get ready for your first combo. All you need is your pair of dumbbells. I'm using 2 kilograms for reference. Place them at the top of your mat, shoulder width apart. You're going to keep your hands on the dumbbells, engage your core, and move your knees back slightly behind your hips. Starting with one-legged push-ups, pick up your right knee from the floor, extend it so it's parallel to the floor with the toes pointed, bend your elbows, lower the chest down, and exhale as you press up. We're aiming to target the triceps with this one, so it's important that you shift your weight towards the front of the mat as you come down, as if you're trying to touch your sternum down to the mat right in between your weights. If you can't come all the way down to the mat, no worries. Bend your elbows and come down as far as you can. Press down through the hands to lift yourself back up to your starting position. Last 3 reps, inhale as you come down, exhale, press up, keep that leg extended. Last one, chest down, chest up, pause. You can move your left weight slightly more towards the center of your mat, pivot on your left knee, opening up to a supported side plank as you reach the right arm up to the sky, shoulders stacked. Tap your right toes down to the mat and exhale to lift them back up, keeping your leg in one long extended line. Tap and lift, tap and lift. Inhale as you lower and exhale as you lift it up. 5, 4, 3, last 2, lift it up, 1, now hold at the top, square your body to the mat, bringing your right hand down, keeping the right leg straight, tuck your right toes under at the back and lift your left knee off the floor. Squeeze it forward so left knee touches the elbow and then send it back to a 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee forward, inhale, left toes back. So bring it forward for 2 and back for 2. Forward for 2 and back for 2. Keeping everything slow and controlled so you're using your muscles rather than momentum to create the movement. Last 2 reps. Bring it forward for 2, back for 2, forward for 2, back and hold. Draw the left knee forward, this time stepping your foot gently through so it lands right between your hands. Shift the weight into your legs so you can pick up your dumbbells from the floor, keeping the palms facing towards each other. Chest stays forward, arms come up for 2 and down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. Only raising the arms to a 45-degree angle so they're like an extension of your spine. Continuing to lean the chest forward, reaching back through the right heel as your counterbalance. Let's go. Bring it up, down, and down. Last one, up for 2, down, down. We'll move to a warrior 3, so take the weights close to your shoulders, pour the weight into your left leg, take off with the right leg, and flex your foot. Slowly rise up to stand, drawing the right knee up in front of you. Press the weights overhead, bring them back to your shoulders, and then hinge forward as you lean the chest forward and reach the right leg back. Continue to cycle through this movement at your own pace, slowing it down if you need to help with your balance. I try to challenge myself when I'm doing this one to keep the right leg lifted the whole time. Of course, you can tap your foot down if you need to regain your balance, but keep the focus on the left leg with just a micro bend in the left knee. Try to keep the movement very slow and controlled, especially the parts where you want to speed up. Normally we do that as a reaction to weakness in the body. So rather than rushing through the parts that are more challenging, see if you can slow it down, holding in that warrior 3 for a moment before you slowly rise up and do your overhead press. Let's work through 3 more rounds, hinging forward to your warrior 3, sweep the right knee forward and up, press the weights overhead, bring them to your shoulders, return to your warrior 3, 2 more from here. Last one, warrior 3, chest forward, right foot flexed, bring it forward, overhead press, let's hold here. Make a 4 shape with your legs, crossing the right ankle above the left knee. Bring the weights together in front of your chest. Sit your hips down and back, taking a figure 4 squat. Inhale as you bend your knee and squat down. Exhale as you rise. And when you rise up to stand, rather than straightening your leg all the way, keep a little bend in the left knee so you can keep the right ankle stacked there comfortably. Make sure as your hips come down, your chest comes forward just slightly so we can really target the left glute. I know that left leg might be feeling tired by now, but I promise we are almost there. This is your last movement on this side, and after this we'll take a quick break. So here we go everyone, last 3, and up, 2, and up, last 1, stand up, and release, right foot comes down. You can bring the arms down, and let's quickly reset to do all 6 of those movements on the other side, beginning with our one-legged push-ups. So your weights come to the floor, line them up shoulder width apart. Walk the knees slightly behind the hips so the core is engaged, and this time extend your left leg to the back. Bend your elbows, hugging them in, shift the chest forward, and exhale as you press up. Focusing in on your form, keep your hips level, so even though that left leg is extended, make sure your hip is not twisting open to the side. You want to make sure that your belly button is facing down towards the floor. With the upper body, let your triceps and shoulders do the work here. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears so the sides of your neck are long, and keep your gaze right at the top border of your yoga mat to keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Last 3, shift it forward and down, press it up. 2 more, press up. Last 1, make it super strong, and hold here. You can move your right hand more in line towards the center of the mat. Pivoting on the right knee, extend your left arm to the sky, stacking the shoulders. Inhale to tap the left toes, exhale to lift them up. Tap and lift, inhale down, exhale up.
It's your time right now. Gonna wait for you all night. When the moon shines so bright, I'm gonna be
Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now taking your left foot to the back of the mat, tuck your toes under as you bring your left hand down and square your hips to the mat. Lift your right knee up, connect it to the right elbow. Inhale to extend it to a 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, use the core. Inhale, hips up. Make sure when you come forward, you shift the shoulders in line over the wrists, coming into a proper plank before you pull the shoulders back into your 3-legged dog. Touch the elbow, reach it back, toes pointed. Last 2, squeeze the core, reach it back and up. Last 1, knee to elbow, 3-legged dog, hold it. Look to the top of your mat, step your right foot through, landing it in between your weights. Take the weights off the floor as you shift the weight into your legs with the palms facing in, arms by your sides. Lift them up and then bring them down slowly, controlling against gravity. So let's add a 2 count. Bring it up for 2 and down for 2. Core stays tight, palms facing in. Up for 2, down for 2. Last one with control. Bring it up for 2, down for 2. Good. Pause. Bring the weights to your shoulders. Pick up your left leg for a warrior 3, and then as you rise to stand, draw the left knee up in front of your chest. 1 overhead press, holding the weights to your shoulders. Tip the chest forward and reach the left leg back. Let's work through this a couple more times. Ensuring that when you come forward in your warrior 3, you're hinging from the right hip joint as you reach the left leg back behind you. So you want to keep your back flat, the core engaged, hugging the navel in, and keeping the weights close to your shoulders. We're coming up on our last rep here. Make sure not to rush through. So see it all the way to the end with control and intention. And release. Foot down, arms down. Excellent job. Our next combo is lower body focused, so you can switch your weights out for your resistance band and your block. Place your block in the center of your mat on the lowest height. You're going to put 1 foot on the block, but first let's slide the band on just above the knees at the bottom of the thighs. Step your left foot up onto the block and then balance on your right toes, ensuring that heel is lifted and the right foot is light. From here, we're beginning with squats. Inhale as you sit the hips back and down, and exhale as you rise up, driving through your left heel. Bring it down and up, down and up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's go for 2. 1, adding on. Hips come down, right leg out, right leg in, and stand. Down, out, in, and stand. Challenge yourself to keep your hips super low as you do your toe tap with the right toes. Remember to keep your right heel lifted and your right toes as light as possible. So even though the right leg is moving, you'll likely feel this a little bit more in the left glute and thigh. Last one, tap it out, in, and stand. Now we're holding it down here and just working that right leg. Tap it to this side and in out and in. Hold your hips low. You can do it. Tap into the strength in your left leg, keeping those right toes light as you tap them out and in. For 3, 2, 1. Don't come up yet. Keep those right toes light. We're going to finish with a pulse. Come on, this is your last push on that left leg, so stay with me here. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Good work. Take a quick little break here. You can reposition the block so that it goes underneath your right foot this time. Take a deep breath, shake it off, and then let's set ourselves up. Right foot on the block, left toes on the floor. Starting again with our squats, drop the hips back and down. You can allow the chest to come forward just a little bit. Keep your left toes light and find a nice quick tempo here. Down and up, down and up. 2 more from here. Down and up. Last one. Down, up, add on. Tap your toes out. Bring them in and stand. Squat, tap, in, and stand. Feeling your right glute firing up a little bit more with every rep. If you want even more, I challenge you to sit your hips down lower as you do your toe tap.
Left me, over and over again.
Last one, squat down, tap out, tap in, and stand. Now you know where we're going. Hold it down here. Just tap those left toes out and in. And especially when it starts to get challenging, when you feel that burn, it's more important than ever to come back to your breath. Use it to help you. Exhale, tap, inhale in. Exhale, tap, inhale in. Getting ready to pulse. In 2, in 1. Now keep that left foot in, pulse it out here. Pulse, pulse, hips low, left toes light. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Stand up. Let's take a quick reset here. You can keep your band on above your thighs. We're going to continue to work into the glutes and lower body with a bridge series next. Make your way down to your mat. You can move your block off to the side and grab your weights, one in either hand, lying down on your back with your feet planted hip width apart and hip width distance between your knees as well, so already you've got a little tension on that band. Let's start with simple glute bridges, adding in a bicep curl, keeping your elbows narrow, so right beside the ribs, curling the heads of the weights up towards your shoulders as you lift the hips, straightening the arms as you lower the hips back down to gently tap the mat. Maintaining hip width distance between your knees and keeping the palms facing in with the wrists straight. Let's continue to work through, and we're starting to work into the glutes and the biceps here, 2 muscle groups which really get a lot more if you create a mind to muscle connection. So think about squeezing your glutes as hard as you can at the top of your bridge while also contracting your biceps as you curl the weights in. Last 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hips up, keep the elbows bent. Right heel and arm go up and down, left side up and down. Press and lower, lift and lower. Keep your hips stable in the center, avoiding wobbling side to side by keeping those glutes squeezing under tension and the core engaged. Last 3 and down, 2 and down, 1 and down. Now don't drop it, keep those hips up, both sides same time. Press it up and down, arms come up and down, lift your heels and drop. press, and lower. Keep those elbows close, knees hip width apart. Lock in right now. You can do it. Keep on going. For 3, bring it down. 2, bring it down. 1, bring it down. Now lift everything up, hold it here. Knees and arms go out and in. Open and close. Stay high on your toes and use the outer thighs to open those knees out against the band. Get ready to pulse it out in 3 and close, 2, close, 1, close. Hold it, pulse your hips. Make sure your knees are back in line, hip width apart. Hold the arms there. Keep your heels lifted, so calves, thighs, glutes, and core. Everything is working as you pulse, 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 pulse. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down. Gently place your dumbbells down. You can hug your knees into your chest to release your glutes for a moment after working them so hard. As you draw the knees in, take your band off and we'll get set up for another round of bridges. This time planting your left foot on the floor and crossing your right ankle above the left knee. Take the weights into your hands with the palms facing forward and straight arms. You can start by lifting and lowering your hips. Focus on driving your left foot down into the floor to lift your hips. So we're isolating the left side glute a little bit more with this set. 2 more like that. Up and down, up and down. Now lift it up. Elbows bend to the sides and press. Bring it out and press. Bending your right knee and then reaching it up to the sky as you press those weights up. Keep your hips lifted, left foot flat, hips in line, keep them level. Bend and press, 1 more. Bend and press. Now keep the arms there. Right leg moves down for 2 and up for 2. Keep it slow and controlled, only bringing that leg down to about a 45-degree angle to avoid putting too much pressure into the lower back. Drive your left foot down to keep your hips lifted, arms stay there, and your right foot flexed. Two more. Down and down, up and up. Last one. Down, down, up. Ready to pulse. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Little tiny pulses driving left foot into your mat. Good. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Keep the arms there, other side, left ankle over the right knee. Here we go. Lift it up and down, up and down. Hold the arms steady. Focus on squeezing that right glute every time you lift. Give me 3 and down, 2, down, 1, down. Now lift it up, hold it, ready for chest press. Elbows bend, and then arms and left leg press and bend. Press and bend. Reaching that left leg up to the sky as you drive your weights up. Holding in 3, press, 2, press, 1, freeze. Left leg down for 2 and up for 2. Isolate the left leg, squeeze through the core so that your hips stay level and they don't drop down towards the floor. Keep it slow and controlled, up for 2 and down for 2. All right, you know what's coming up next. We're gonna keep that leg up and pulse it out. In 2, bring it down, up, up. Last 1, bring it up, up. Now pulse, pulse. Squeeze that right glute as hard as you can. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Gently lower your dumbbells, place them on the mat. You can hug your knees into your chest and take a gentle rock side to side. Staying close to the floor, we're going to move on to our ab portion for today's class. You're going to want to grab your yoga block. You can lie down on your back, extending your legs up to the sky, placing the block between your ankles or the lower portion of your shins. Squeeze it tight so you don't drop it. Think about pressing your lower back down into the floor to bring some engagement to the core. Take your hands behind your head, tuck your chin, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Keeping your lower back firmly anchored to the mat, bring your legs down for 2 and up for 2. Down just to a hover and slowly bring them up. Keeping the shoulder blades lifted but the lower back anchored down. So if you find that your back starts to arch at the bottom, you can bring your legs down a little bit less. Focus on creating this movement from the core. Keep it tight, last rep. Down for 2, up for 2. Now set your head down, arms down by your sides with the palms facing the floor. We're gonna take it into reverse crunches. As you exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, lower with control. Keep squeezing the block between your ankles. The lift and lower are slow, so you're using your core and not momentum. Last 3, lower down, 2, lower down, 1, lower down. Now keep that block there, reposition it if you need. Put a little bend in your knees, and as you exhale, roll up to a boat position, keeping your feet hovering. Then gently roll back so your shoulder blades touch the mat before you rock up into a boat again. I try to focus on making this movement as small and compact as possible, so I'm using my abs, and again, not momentum, to lift and lower my chest from the floor. I really squeeze my abs at the top as I catch my balance before I roll back for the next rep. I know those abs are feeling it. Stay here. Let's go for 2 more. Roll up, catch your balance. Last one, roll it back, roll it up, hold, and release. You can remove the block from between your legs. We're going to keep the abs fired up as we get into a plank sequence next. You can take your resistance band and we'll slide it into place just above the knees again. Also grab one of your dumbbells and place it towards the right side of your mat. Get set for a plank position, placing your right hand onto the dumbbell and your left hand flat on the floor, aligning your shoulders over your wrists and tucking your toes under at the back. Working with the left knee, we're going to draw it across towards the right elbow, drop the right heel down, row the right arm up, lower it down, step your left foot back. Same leg, knee forward, hand up, hand down, foot back. Keep working through on the same side, and so that we really get into those obliques, once you bring your knee forward, allow your body to open up slightly towards the right side of your mat as you do your row. You'll feel this really in the left side of the waist and also targeting the right lat on the row. So when you pull your weight up, make sure you keep the elbow close to the side of the rib cage. So we're really strengthening all parts of the core. Hold it strong for these last 2 reps, knee forward, row, place it down, step back, and last one, step your left foot to the back and lower your knees down. Well done. With your knees on the floor, take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and let's get set for the other side, moving the weight over to the left hand and planting your right palm flat. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and establish a strong plank position. Pull your right knee to the left elbow, drop the left heel as you row, and step it back. So a slight rotation towards the side as you row, keeping that right knee as far forward as you can so the core stays super engaged. Keep it slow and controlled. Avoid racing through the movement. Allow yourself to own it. Feel every inch of the range of motion as you draw the knee forward, making the movement heavy with intention. Stay with me for these last 2 reps. Knee forward, row, bring it down, step back. Last one, strongest one yet. Place your hand, place your foot, and release your knees down to the mat. We're going to move on to our last combo of class, focusing in on the upper body. So as you take a breath here, readjust your band, keep it on just above your knees. Grab your 2 dumbbells, one in either hand, and join me in a kneeling position. Challenge yourself to hold onto those weights the whole time, knowing this is the last push of your workout for today. Stand up on your knees, hip width apart, bring the heads of your dumbbells together, extend your arms overhead, and we'll begin with a tricep extension, bending your elbows and straightening. Bend and press. Keep that core locked in, glutes squeezing as well, with a little tension on that band so that your knees stay in line underneath your hips. Make sure your elbows don't flare out to the sides when you bend your elbows. Keep them close to the sides of the head. For 3, press it up. 2, 1. Keep the arms up, turn your palms forward. Bend and press, overhead press. Bend those elbows 90 degrees. You can move your hips as well, bringing them to hover just above the heels, and then standing tall on the knees. Last 4, big push. 3, exhale. 2, and 1. Get ready to pulse. Bend your elbows, bring the hips down, pulse it here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. I know it burns, keep it there, stay where it's working. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Hold it here. Turn your palms in, arms go out and in, out and in. Keep those elbows up at shoulder height, hips are hovering out and in, out and in. Last 3, 2, 1. Keep the elbows bent. Set your hips down, release the thighs. Straighten your arms, one palm up, one palm down. Switch and switch and switch. Flip and flip. I know those shoulders are on fire. You gotta fight for it to keep those arms up parallel to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Turn both palms up, elbows in, arms go out. Elbows in, arms go out. Lower your hips, lift them up, squeeze your glutes at the top every time. Almost there. Hold on to it. Two and 1. Now keep the elbows there, come up onto your knees, bicep curls. Curl it up, bring it down. Curl it up, bring it down. Palms facing up. Keep your elbows connected to the sides of the ribs, shoulders back and down, nice proud chest. Here we go. Last 3 reps of your whole entire workout. 2, 1, and release. Sorry, my camera died there, so you can drop your weights and we'll get into our cool down. You can come to a seat, planting your feet on the floor in front of you, grabbing behind your knees. Exhale to lean back and round the spine. Inhale, bend the elbows, shine the heart forward, and gaze up. Excellent. The next time you round and lean back, gently roll all the way onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. With your hands on either knee, you can take a little rock side to side or draw small circles with the knees to release the glutes and legs. Maybe point and flex the feet a couple of times. And from here, we'll roll back up to a seated position. You can find an easy cross-legged shape sitting on the block if you need it. Take an inhale to sweep the arms overhead. As you exhale, turn to your right. Take the left hand to the right knee and the right palm to the mat behind you. Keep your left hand on the right knee. Sweep the right arm up and over for a side body stretch. And as you breathe in next, reach both arms overhead, this time twisting on the exhale towards your left. Right hand finds the left knee, left hand finds the mat behind you. Right hand stays, sweep the left arm up and over, staying grounded through the left sit bone as you reach the left fingertips up and over for a side body stretch down the left side. Inhaling back through center, one more time we'll extend the arms overhead. As you exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, gently bring them down. Deepest inhale yet, reaching the arms overhead, this time joining the palms together and sliding your hands down to heart center. Congratulations, you are done your workout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.